Well, hello, Team United Angels new representatives. My name is Michelle Mitchell, and I am the treetop of Team United Angels. And I just want to welcome you, whether you are on my first generation, or second, or third, fourth, fifth, or anybody in the Avon family who has decided to join and wants to watch in on this new representative webinar. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to know who your warm market is, how to add new customers, place orders, submit orders, make payments, some of the basics for you. This is part one in a two-part series. And so I just want to get us all started today with a big fat welcome. So moving along, this is what we will be talking about today. We will be talking about best practices for launching a successful Avon business. And this is our agenda, knowing our warm market. Our warm market are the people that we already know because that's who we start our business with. We're going to talk about the rebate on your startup kit, which is brand new, and it's a temporary incentive going on. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We'll talk a little bit about kickstarting your business and how that works. And then we're going to talk about the meat and potatoes of, how when you show your brochure and taking orders and everything that comes along with that, all the way up to delivering your orders. And then we will discuss and mention the upcoming team meetings. So, without further ado, let us get started. Let's talk about our warm market. We like to refer to our warm market as our frogs. Do you love my frogs? Are they so super cute? FROG stands for friends, relatives, organizations, groups, gatherings, and social. Now, when we talk about friends, we know who they are. That's our best pal that we go out with for happy hour on Fridays, or, that person that we call when we, just want to talk to somebody, or that we go hang out with. We know who our friends are. Our relatives. Our relatives are not just our brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, and children. Our relatives are also our in-laws. Our relatives are our second and third cousins, their children, and anybody who is related to us. Then we'll talk about organizations. Organizations would be considered things like the Boosters Club or the Kiwanis Club. Organizations like that typically are fundraising organizations, and how you can get involved with those. Perhaps maybe you're already involved in some of those organizations. But consider those and consider how they can help your business, not just as purchasers, but as maybe fundraising opportunities. Then we're going to talk about groups. Now, the groups are the things that we belong to. That would be our Zumba class. Or perhaps that would be our book club or our cooking club. Or maybe we do a paint night that we belong to and we do once a month. Those are our groups, different things that we belong to. Then we talk about our gatherings. Gatherings are places where you're going to have a conglomerate of people all in one location, and you're going to share Avon in a more passive-aggressive kind of way, and bringing up that conversation, bridging it to Avon. Scott Kramer, I love the way he says it. He talks about screaming at people that you're an Avon representative, and that's really what we want to avoid. We want to more work that into conversations. And that's really important when we're talking about gatherings. Gatherings are weddings that we go to. or maybe family reunions, or 4th of July picnics, or maybe there's a holiday party coming up that you'll be going to. Think about how you can incorporate Avon into that. A lot of times that consists of, wearing something that's Avon, wearing your Avon jewelry to accentuate your outfit, maybe wearing an Avon outfit. Something like that helps to make a great bridge to your Avon business. And then we talk about social. When I think of social, I think of social media. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Pinterest, your Google Plus, your LinkedIn, all of those opportunities. So that's your warm market. And those are the people you start with. If you can find a list, if you can make yourself a list, and for each one of these groups, if you could just add 5 people to that group, you're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 people to start with. Now, maybe they don't all want to buy Avon, and that's just fine. They don't have to be a purchaser to help you in your business. Perhaps they know someone else who could loves Avon and is looking for a representative. Perhaps they could bring brochures with them to their job. Perhaps they do know of someone that needs a fundraiser. Anything like that. And that's how we grow. Our warm market becomes larger and larger and larger to grow our customer base. Now let's start talking about our rebate on our starter kit. Okay, just started on September 15th. If you enrolled or placed your first order on or after that date, you will receive a 40 to 50% rebate on the startup kit that you purchased. If you purchase the Quick Start Kit for $25 and you place your first order of $150 or more, you are going to get a rebate amount of $10. For the Advanced Starter Kit, which has more products valued over at $190, it's only $50 for the kit. And when your order is $150 or more, you are going to get a $25 rebate. Now, when you buy the Premium Starter Kit for $100, which is valued at over $400 worth of items, you will get a $50 rebate when your order is $150 or more. So think about that. You're getting over $400 worth of items, and at the end of the day, you've only paid $50. Okay, now this rebate is a credit that goes to your account. It's not a check that they're going to send to you or a credit card or anything like that. It is basically just, it's going to be credited to your Avon account. So when you place your next order, you're going to get that much off of your next order. And here we go. Let's talk a little bit about the new representative advantages, because right now Avon is offering us free brochures for new representatives. Brochures, oh my gosh. What a great investment in your business, first of all, is your brochures. It is the primary investment that you're making into growing your business and growing your customer base. So, for new representatives, you can earn 1 pack of free brochures in your first 7 campaigns. So that's 7 consecutive campaigns of a 10-pack of brochures that you're getting absolutely free. Now, to qualify for this, your order needs to be only $50. So if you have a $50 or more order, you will have earned yourself a free 10-pack of brochures. Additionally, if you became a representative before this begins, which it begins in campaign 23 as an FYI, but if you are within your first 5 campaigns before this starts, you will also be included in this free brochure incentive that they're offering. Okay, again, talking about the starter kit rebate program, we're going to go back to that real quick and talk about the fact that it does run from campaign 23 to 26 as well. And we already talked about what you're going to get back with your kit when you place your $150 first order, and that it is a credit on your representative account. Let's talk a little bit about Kickstart. Kickstart is how you can earn over $1,000 in your first 90 days as an Avon representative. And this is how it works. When you place your very first order, no matter what size that order is, you are going to earn 40% commission on everything that you order. That includes everything from your makeup to your fragrance to your skincare and all of the Avon core products, as well as the clothing, the candles, the Avon Living Mag log, shoes, bras, all those other things that normally you would earn 20% commission on. And that's guaranteed in your first order, no matter what size that order is, okay? For each new person that you introduce to Avon and they start on your team, when they place their first order, and that is $150 or more, not only are they going to get their 40%, of course, but you will also get a $50 bonus check. And that will come once they have placed the order, the campaign closes out, they pay for the order, the next campaign, and that closes out. And then you will have earned your $50. Okay? When you hit all of your Kickstart goals, which the goals last from campaigns 1 through campaign 7. And when you hit all of the goals, you will have earned over $1,000. Now let's break this down a little bit. Okay, this is what we're looking like. We already talked about that. First order can be any size, right? And they're going to make whatever they're going to make. So this $1,000 or more doesn't even include that first campaign. This actually starts at the second campaign. So whatever they earned in their first campaign, that's a bonus. And if they did have a qualified new recruit start on their team, that does count. So your sales goal for your second campaign in the Kickstart program is $150. The average customer order is between $25 and $30. So you're looking at about 5 or 6 customers you need to get the sales goal of $150. Sometimes you're going to have a customer place a $100 order. Sometimes you're going to have a customer place a glimmer stick order for $7. It averages out to be about $25 to $30 is the average customer order. So when you hit your goal of $150 in your second campaign, you will have earned $60 at $150, okay? Your third campaign, we're bumping it up to $200 is your goal, which you need about 6 to 8 customers on average, unless you got some really great customers, then you won't need as many, or maybe your customers don't order as much and you might need a few more, but you're looking at $80 commission on a $200 order. Your fourth campaign is $250, your fifth campaign is $300, your sixth campaign is $350, and your seventh campaign is $400. Those are your sales goals for your first 7 campaigns. Now, remember, for each new person that you have brought onto your team and they place their first order of $150 or more, you get a $50 bonus, okay? So to qualify for the entire Kickstart rebates or the entire Kickstart goal, you need 3 qualified recruits within those first 7 campaigns. And at a $50 each bonus, you're looking at $150 in bonuses. Now, when you have reached all of your sales goals in your 2nd through 7th campaigns, plus you have added 3 qualified new recruits, you will also receive a bonus of $200. When you combine that together, you're looking at $1,000 earnings through the Kickstart program, okay? And that's the minimum earnings. The sky is the limit with Avon. You can sell as much as you can sell, as much as you need. Maybe you need to pay off a $300 cell phone bill. Well, then maybe your goal isn't going to be $250. Maybe your goal is going to be $700. So get your butt out there and talk to as many people as you need to using the law of average. And if you YouTube law of averages, you will see a really, really great video. There's actually 2 of them, one by John Maxwell and the other by Jim Rohn. And the law of averages will tell you how that works and how the more people you talk to about Avon, the more yeses you're going to get. Now let's move along and talk about how to add a new customer, okay? So when you go to youravon.com, and I think I'm going to share a different screen with you here. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my desktop screen. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm lying. We're going to go back to PowerPoint. Okay, anyway, when you log into youravon.com, you will notice at the top, there is this toolbar that starts with My Orders, and it goes My Orders, My Account, Web Office, Campaign Central, Avon U, Earning Opportunity, Sales Leadership, Rewards and Recognition, and My Community. The 3 main ones you are going to use are My Orders, My Account, and Web Office. And now with the launch of the new Avon U, you're going to be using the Avon U a lot as well. But right now we're going to learn how to add a new customer. And to do that, you will click on, if you look at the slide or the picture in the top left-hand corner, you will see where I have circled My Orders. Not very symmetrically, but I have circled My Orders. Click on that, and that's going to take you to this page right here, which is the middle slide. And right at the top, kind of towards the middle of the page, you're going to see where it says Add New Customer. When you click on Add New Customer, a pop-up window will come up. You will need to add the first name, the last name, or something that resembles a last name. When I first started selling Avon, I was a waitress, and a lot of the other servers and coworkers, I didn't know what their last name was. So like their first name was Katie and their last name was Ruby Tuesday. But anyway, you need to have their first name, something in their last name, and a phone number and or email address. Now, again, a lot of these people I worked with, I didn't know their phone number or their email. So I put all zeros in the phone number, and that was enough to get them in there. Oops, I'm sorry. Skipped ahead. That was enough to get them in there. And then click Add Customer, and your customer will have been successfully added. Now, it's important to know that the more information that you can include about your customer, the better off you're going to be in the long run. It will work to your advantage, especially down the line you start talking about, birthdays and customer order history. So add as much information as you can, but really to add the customer, all you need is the first name, something in their last name, and something in their phone number. And then click Add Customer, and you will see customer successfully added, and then you can close that window. Once you have closed that window, you can then add an order. Now, from the page we were just on, in fact, I'm going to go back. When you go to My Orders, it's going to take you to this screen, and right down here it says, begin typing your customer name. And when you go to this bar and start typing your customer name after you have added them as a new customer, their name will appear in the drop down, and you can just click on that. You are automatically defaulted to the current campaign that you're in, and then you will create order. Okay. Now that brings us to here. Once you have clicked on create order, that takes you to this online order form, okay? The first thing you're gonna do is select the campaign from the order that you are, from the product number that you are gonna be putting in. It's automatically gonna default again to the campaign that we're in, but as you know, we can back order 2 campaigns. So say we're in campaign 20, but they're ordering a product for 19. You would click on this little arrow right here, a drop-down menu will come down that will say 19 and 18. You click on 19, and that's gonna default just that line item, the campaign 19 price. You will add the 6-digit product code in that box right there where it says product number. And then it will move over to quantity. It will automatically default to 1, but you will change it as necessary for this person's order. You will repeat this process for each item that you want to add to the order, okay? Once you have added all of your customers' orders, you can go down here to this little pink box and click it. It says Add Items to Order. At that point, I'm sorry, I did it again. At that point, your order is now saved in your order cart. Please note, your order has not been placed with Avon. It has just been put in your cart. It is not placed with Avon until you actually submit it, and we'll get to that in a second. So, placing your order, here we go. Go to My Orders again. Like I said, we use My Orders a lot. And you're going to scroll down to your current orders and click on View All, okay? Then it's going to take you to the order cart page, which is this first picture on the top right. That's your order cart page, and that's going to list your orders, the customers that you had put in, going to have their totals, their quantity, however many orders they might have. Sometimes you might have multiple orders for one customer, but typically you have 1 order per customer. Okay, you will go and you will click the box for each order that you want to submit. Now, if you're going to submit all the orders in the current campaign, you can click this little box that's right in the black bar next to current campaign orders, and it will select all of those orders. Then it will automatically generate how many customers are being served with this order. Notice down here where it says future campaign orders. You can place your orders in your order cart before the campaign begins, but you cannot submit those orders until it is time to submit that campaign. So when you select all of these, it's going to say how many customers are being served with this order, and that would be the ones that are in this top section right here. And how would you like this ship? How would you like to ship the selected orders. You want to ship regular. You always want to ship regular. The only times you really need to ship separate is if you are going to submit an early order. If you are submitting an on-time order or an add-on order or a late order, you can just select regular shipment and it will ship as a regular shipment. Once you have done all those things, you will click continue. Automatically, the site is going to take you to the page where you can order brochures. It's not going to let you get past that page until you say either, yes, I want to order brochures, or no, I don't want to order brochures. Once you, of course, I recommend that you order brochures. I recommend using the power of 3 or the power of 5, meaning you want to reach out to at least 3 people every day or at least 5 people every day. And that way, we go back to the law of averages. The more people you talk to about Avon, the more yeses you're going to get. Now, if you're going to use the power of 3, let's see, there's 7 days in a week. You're going to give out 3 brochures a day. That's 21 brochures in a week, 42 brochures in a 2-week cycle. So you want to order at least 50 brochures. Keep in mind, you also want to make sure that you have ordered enough brochures to put in each one of these orders that you submitted, right? Once you have ordered your brochures, you will continue to order summary. And that would be this little picture you see on the right-hand bottom corner. Double and triple check everything is as you wanted it to be, that you are ordering the correct amount, that it's the right amount that you're being charged. And once all of that has checked out, you can go ahead and click Submit Orders. At that point, your orders have been submitted to Avon. Once you have submitted your orders to Avon, you can't change it. You can't go back and add on to it without adding a new order. But you can always add a new order at any time. Now, some people are given a credit limit and others are not given a credit limit. Really, there's no rhyme or reason. Something I can tell you, if you've had a prior Avon account that was removed for a past due balance, you're not going to be given a credit limit. If your address that you put in when you signed up doesn't match the address that's on your driver's license, you are not going to be given a credit limit. There are certain things that can guarantee that you're not going to get a credit limit, but really there's nothing at all that guarantees that you will. Now, when you place your order, your brochures, samples, bags, and other sales tools are not discounted. Whatever price it says that you are paying for them, you are paying for them. Demo products. When demo products are charged, you are charged the amount shown in the What's New. That does not get an additional discount. And you will notice some items have 2 different prices. One is a PRP price and one is the R price. The PRP price is the price for all President's Club members. That's just one of the many reasons why you want to reach President's Club. And President's Club is having sold $10,000 in a year cycle. That's how you reach President's Club. And we'll talk more about that in a later webinar. The R price is for all other representatives. So it's safe to assume that when you are beginning, especially in your first order, unless of course your first order is $10,000, you will be paying the R price. Those items usually are your clothing, your shoes, your candles, your housewares, things like that, all of the non-core products. Once your order is submitted to Avon, they may give you an amount due to process the order. Now, if you have a credit limit, And let's say you were given a credit limit of $100, but the cost of your products, because you put a $200 order in, and the cost of your products is 100 and what would that be? 20, 46. That would be $120 is going to be your cost. They're going to ask you to pay $20 plus the shipping. So you will have to pay $26 or something like that. If it's under your credit limit, you won't have to pay anything. Your order will process immediately and you will be billed. And then your payment is due before you place your next order. If you are not given a credit limit, you will be paying for the entire cost of your order, your cost, not the customer cost. I strongly recommend that you collect payment from your customer up front for multiple reasons. One, what if you do have a really, really large order? You don't want to have to take that money out of your pocket to have your products released. And two, people have good intentions. They don't want to not pay their Avon. They want to pay their Avon, but life happens, and let's say they blow a tire. Now they have to decide, are they going to use that money to replace their tire that they need, or are they going to use that money to pay for their Avon? I can tell you right now that the tire will win every time. However, if they've already paid for their Avon, they're going to work really hard to find the money to replace that tire, and they're going to find it. If they're trying to find the money to pay for their Avon, they're just not going to work as hard to find your Avon money. Okay, once your order is submitted and you're given an amount due, you are going to click on Pay Avon to make the payment. If you leave this page and haven't paid, you can go back to Pay Avon simply by clicking on My Account, go to Pay Avon, and select the amount that you are paying. You will select credit card. There's also the option of quick pay, but it's not as quick as you think. It doesn't pay it automatically. Quick pay actually takes a couple days for that to process. So if you submit your order and then click quick pay, your order is not going to process right away. So I recommend using your credit card. And Avon does not keep your credit card information, so you don't have to worry about that. I've been doing this for almost 7 years, and I put my credit card information in each and every time I place an order, okay? After you have done all that and filled out all of your information and your address and everything that matches up with your credit card, you're going to click Continue. Once on the payment summary page, double check the payment info, then submit, and your payment is now complete. Once your payment has been completed, your order will then begin to process. Usually within about 24 hours, you can view your invoice online. To do that, you would simply go to My Account, and you would scroll down to Invoices and click on View Invoices. You will click on the invoice that you're trying to pull up, and you will follow the instructions on the customer invoicing tool. At that point, prepare your customers their new brochure with their samples, any flyers. You can print their invoice and have it ready so that when their order arrives, you can bag it up and you're ready to go. And when the guy shows up or the woman shows up with your Avon box, it is such a oh happy day. Almost 7 years and it still doesn't get old. I'm still looking out the window for my Avon order to arrive. You can start to unpack your boxes, and the first thing you want to do is find your invoice. And once you find your invoice, you want to check your order in and make sure that everything that's on your invoice is also in your box. Make sure nothing is missing and nothing is on back order. You can then separate your customer orders, bag them up, add your brochures, and then you're all set to go. And that's how easy it is to place your order and get it ready to deliver to your customers. Now, our last slide is our upcoming team meetings. Right now, you are currently attending the new representative workshop part 1, and this will be available on my YouTube channel, Avon Moving Mountains with Michelle, so that you can watch this back if you need to. But immediately following this meeting, we will start our team meeting. Our team meeting we have every other Monday night from 7 to 8. And tonight's topic is going to be sharing the Avon love at Halloween. And that would start at 7 p.m. tonight and last till around 8 o'clock. Okay, your next new representative workshop part 2 meeting will be at the same time next Monday. So Monday, October 16th, from about 6 o'clock to 6:45, you will have your new representative workshop part 2. And we talk a lot more about where to find new customers, the words to use, overcoming objections, setting up vendor tables, getting your name out there, and tools that you could use and that Avon offers to help you have a successful Avon business. When you have new people join your team, you want them logging on to this new representative workshop part 1. So the next part 1 meeting is going to be Monday, October 23rd, and that will be from 6 p.m. to 6:45. And then immediately following that meeting, from 7 to 8, we will have our bi-weekly team meeting, Selling Campaign 24. So I just want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you got a lot out of this. I hope that it's been really, really helpful to you. Please follow me on Facebook. It's Michelle Mitchell.f.3. And you can also join my team page at Avon United Angels and follow me on Facebook, on Instagram at Ocean City Lipstick and on Twitter at OC Lipstick, and again at YouTube, Avon Moving Mountains with Michelle. Thank you again for your joining us tonight. I appreciate your stopping in, and I hope this has been helpful to you all. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions. You can email me at oceancitylipstick@gmail.com. Thank you all so much. Please have a great night, and we'll talk real soon.